exploring, learning, reflecting, and practicing this wisdom of emptiness. Many people simply dismiss this, oh, this is very complicated. And some people dismissing that, oh, it doesn't make really sense, it's truly nihilism. Some people, they say, oh, it's so precious, but they don't actually study that. Now the question is, in what way we can see the relevance of that to study, reflect, and then think about it. In other words, practice it, meditate on this, so that there's a relevance to your life. We have to ask the question, say wisdom of emptiness, study of emptiness, keep that aside for the time being. The first, what do you want? This question. If I want the, say, material, luxurious life, emptiness are not relevant. Keep it aside. Whereas, okay, even the material world that I'm seeking, the wealth that I'm seeking, position that I'm seeking, all these things are for my, when I think a little deeper, I'm looking for my happiness. And there's so many sense of the fears of life, say the unhappiness, dissatisfactions, or say the tensions, depression, so forth. I don't want this. If this is how somebody comes to the conclusion, if this is what you're looking for to get rid of your mental tension, stress, and so forth, and to acquire more genuine happiness, if this is a reality which everybody is seeking, but many people, they don't come to this conclusion. They don't come to discover what they're looking for. So if somebody is wise enough, or if somebody is lucky enough to meet with more wise people, to come to realize, to discover one's own, what are your aspirations, what are you seeking, that finally I want to get rid of all my sufferings, including tension, day-to-day tension, stress, conflict with your husband, conflict with your wife, conflict with your children, conflict with your parents, and conflict with the colleagues at the workplace. So these I don't want, and I want a real peace of mind, a real happiness. If this is what somebody has concluded, then the wisdom of emptiness plays a very important role here. Finally, the wisdom of emptiness, the relevance of that in a day-to-day life is that all these emotions such as tension, and then agitation, and anger, and then craving, and then sadness, depression, finally they are all rooted to the ignorance. And it's so obvious, we don't have to believe in it. Just study a little bit and you will discover that they're all rooted to the belief, to the wrong belief, misconception that things exist so objectified there. So this is what you can easily discover. One does not have to be Buddhist in the first place. Even as somebody who is say a scientist, particularly this concept, those people with a background in physics, background in medical science or engineering, that when you describe this concept, they understand it, they appreciate it so much, because this is something common sense based. So with this, when you explore that, you realize that it is like, say, in the dream, you see the dream is so real, and then you react. Say, when the dream tiger jumps to you, you run away. And while you run away, there's so much of fear in you. You don't want that. Underlying this fear is the misperception that this tiger coming to jump at me is real. While the reality is that this tiger is a dream tiger, it's not the real tiger. So whereas you see the dream tiger is a real tiger, that is a misconception which underscores all these the waves of fear within you which made you run. The moment you wake up, you realize that this is not a real tiger. The moment you realize this is not a real tiger, your mind calms down, the fear dissolves. So likewise, when we realize that nothing is really objectively there, the way the quantum physics talks about, that nothing is really there from the object, it's all coming from your subject, like a dream. You discover that all your unnecessary tension, stress, anxiety you have, they will dissolve. And then because of this anxiety that you have, stress that you have, you impose this on your wife, on your husband, on your children, on your parents, on the colleagues, and make everybody unhappy. So this is where all the problems that are rooted to this, the misperceptions, viewing things as objectively real. So with the emptiness understanding is amazing. This is going to be the greatest of the panacea to heal all the stress. This wisdom of emptiness, this will serve as the best of the antidepressant plus no side effect. Instead of side effect, it will boost your immune system. It's an amazing thing. So all the wise people, is worth to really explore what this emptiness and see how it is applicable to your life, to see that your tension dissolves. The moment your tension dissolves, your family, they are so happy. Your family happy, your colleagues at the workplace, they are so happy. And then they see that what, otherwise he should be in such a tension, he's so calm. She should be in such a tension, she's so calm. Well, how come that he's doing that, she's doing that? And then they'll come to you. Then you say the best antidepressant, the panacea, is the wisdom of emptiness, and then people can embrace that. So this is where we need, I think, the Burzum archive can really help the world, to tell the world that there's no need for you to become a Buddhist. Just embrace this concept and see to how relevant that is in your life, to get the panacea, to heal all your negative emotions, destructive emotions, painful, agitated emotions, and boost your happy moods.